Hi, I'm Dimitri Mugianis. Welcome to Psychedelic Questions. I've been a psychedelic ceremonialist and practitioner and harm reductionist for over 20 years. I'm here to answer your questions.
So our next question is, are psychedelics addictive?
Well, in terms of physical dependency, I would say no. Um, but cocaine doesn't have a physical dependency like opioids do. So I'd say no on physical dependency, but can they be habit forming and therefore what we call addiction, or some people call so called addiction, or problematic? You can have a problematic relationship. Well, again, if we're broadly speaking, as we defined in previous episodes based on Webster, the Webster definition, broadly speaking, um, that definition of psychedelics includes cannabis, includes ketamine, includes MDMA. Let's talk about those three. Um, People can develop a problematic relationship with cannabis for sure, and can experience withdrawal. Uh, I don't know that I don't know what that has to do with. Some folks say that it's cannabinoid related, but like sort of overdoing and continual habitual use of cannabis can be very hard to sort of stop. Same thing with MDMA. Doing MDMA on a regular basis is okay, even, but if you start to do it on a daily basis, one becomes dependent, at least psychologically, and then the crashes get longer and longer, so that can be a real problem. Ketamine can also be problematic. People do develop dependency based on that good feeling, that cocoon feeling. It can lead to permanent damage to the bladder, and there are folks who have a strong ketamine habit. The other ones, I don't think you get addicted to ayahuasca or mushrooms. I mean, I know people who smoke MDMA over and over again, and that could be a quality to that because it's such a high, and you hit the high and a low, and they want to go back there. I think it's less likely, far less likely for iboga or ayahuasca or psilocybin or MDMA. I mean DMT. These type of things far less likely. So it depends. It depends on the drug and one's relationship to it and why one is doing it, really.
Okay. You mentioned smoking MDMA a minute ago.
No, DMT. I'm sorry.
DMT. Okay, so some people smoke DMT over and over.
Some
and
people
over
smoke
again.
DMT over and over again to get that high. It's pretty rare, but it happens. Um, so yeah, I think the problematic relationships are the most dangerous, or I shouldn't say dangerous. The problematic relationships that are um, have the higher potential for um, problems are MDMA, ketamine, and cannabis.
Okay. So, since somebody who's asking this question is going to be coming to this from the perspective of probably not having tried any of the psychedelics before, or maybe they're worried that they might be becoming addicted to a psychedelic, I suppose. Um, you've worked in harm reduction for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know that much about that space.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, do you have any advice for somebody who's like, I want to engage with these types of chemicals, but I don't want to get addicted?
If you if you have a problematic relationship with substances to begin with, like really be careful, and then for those that don't have a history of that but start to notice a craving that's starting to become, it goes from once every 4 months and it's increasing until there's a daily activity. That'd be something to look for. And then the other thing is, with cannabis, just, you just mentioned harm reduction, but I also have a history of 12 steps. I think, I don't agree with the disease model of addiction and all kinds of stuff in 12 steps. But the first step, which is like, my life has become unmanageable. To just go to that, is your life unmanageable? And that would be a sign of addiction. and just keep an eye out for that. But you know, if you're doing these things recreationally or ceremonial or therapeutically, you know, and not all the time, and I think you're fine.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please like, and we're going to be posting this every day. So if you want to stay informed, please subscribe. Also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks a lot.